Libra, hello, and welcome to your reading for August 1st through the 8th. I'm going to pull 5 cards from the Salvador Dali deck and get some clarification for messages of this week. We have the Knight of Cups. So that is a painting of Napoleon Bonaparte, and maybe there's been someone who you've been wishing will charge into your world and offer you their cup. But it also feels like you are in the midst of departing from that kind of thinking that someone needs to come to you and make an offer before you decide to just muscle up the courage to be your own. Well, you have a lot of cups, a lot of watery energy, and Four of Swords. So there's a time of really, I think, deep reflection. The moon's in Cancer, Libra. So that is your 10th house. And maybe you're thinking about times when you were younger. Maybe you're doing a lot of reflecting because we're in Leo season, the season of the inner child. And maybe you're wanting to move forward with an idea that will please your inner child. And there are many hands that will take place in this progress, in this dream, this vision that you have, this fantasy for your life that you'd like to create. The Mercury retrograde's taking place. Ooh, we got a swan dive into the Ace of Cups. That Knight of Cups becomes an Ace of Cups because of what you journey into with this Mercury retrograde. With the new moon in Leo. Is it Leo? Yes, it is. Oh my gosh, time warp. With the new moon in Leo happening on the 4th, that's when Mercury retrogrades. And we're going to start getting a new understanding about how we romanticize ourselves. I feel like this 5 of Wands energy and the 8 of Cups is like this stalemate, back and forth, a little bit of a bickering energy that you're wanting to quell now and forever. And the 5 of Discs is showing that when you show up to your life with consistency, you're going to satisfy the inner child and move on from these childish ways of being. Maybe as a kid, you didn't feel empowered enough. Maybe, like me, you were rejected with your desires to do cool stuff because of the church you grew up in. You grew up indoctrinated, and you are finally figuring out how to rest, how to give yourself the peace that you're craving from your life, and maybe even set yourself up to have more by having regular moments of rest after you've done a lot of writing. And I feel like this serpent is transmuting a lot of creative energy. We have the Daughter of Cups. Yeah, there's a need to really bask in the work that we're doing. Take breaks by a waterfall. Take breaks in the bath if you can to restore your well-being. And I feel that over the course of this Mercury retrograde, Mercury will retrograde all the way to 21 degrees Leo. And I didn't actually check to see when the retrograde ends, but let's check it now. So we have the retrograde until the 28th of August when Leo will retrograde to it's 23 days. So there's magic in the air, magic afoot. And on the 23rd, it feels like we're going to have, or on that 23rd day of retrograde, it feels like we're going to have a new spell to go forward with in our lives. We're going to feel very complete on how we can attain the magic that we would like to live every single day with. And it won't be up to the fates. It won't be up to hopes, wishes, and dreams and fantasies anymore. It'll be very actionable steps that we could take to show up consistently in the energy of expecting miracles, expecting the divine to lead us down exciting roads so that we fulfill our mission, we fulfill our hopes with the many hands that want to help us by getting that, whoa, we're going to get our show on the road, and it feels like it's going to be a party. Libra, this is really good news. I'm so happy because I'm a Libra sun. And it feels like, oh, we did get the sun card. We got the sun, the chariot, and the shaman of discs. So it feels like we're going to be spreading a message far and wide over the course of this retrograde, because I've been saying that we need to, and this Knight of Cups energy might even be picking up an old project that you left off with. It's like something that you were so ready to charge forward with, and then you stopped and you were thinking about it and you were caught in analysis paralysis because you weren't sure if it was really that good. But now that Knight of Cups has become an Ace of Cups, and you understand the emotional fulfillment it gave you, you understand the reasons why you even started it, because now you're starting to get a full picture. You're starting to see how it's moved you into a state of empowerment, how you're reclaiming your childhood, how you're reclaiming that childhood wonder that you had, that you can get lost in a book for hours and days and weeks and find yourself wanting to always return to that magic. And this Mercury retrograde in in Virgo and Leo is going to help us to reassess how we can take this crucial step in this juncture of us picking up the pieces and stopping all the fighting within ourselves to have a more suitable future, to take that road less traveled and to find meaning that changes our lives. So how do we get consistent? The Six of Cups is saying that we need to revisit our inner child and include them, because the sun today is at, for those of you guys watching on the 1st, the sun is at, I need to get off of this page. It's like we need to figure out what's good for us and what's not good for us, because there are certain things that we could do every day that are really good for our mental health and our emotional stability and well-being. And there are things that will completely throw us off. We need to choose what those things are and triple down on what will make us feel really good, really worthy of the lives we want to live, really worthy of the accomplishments that we are absolutely achieving, and really worthy of having rest, of having relaxation, replenishment, restoration, of having friends who we can go to the river and be with. And we could be this Daughter of Cups where we are enjoying our life, we're delighting in nature, we're enjoying life's luxuries. And with this, I'm so stoked about this Ace of Wands because of the Shaman of Discs, the Sun and the Chariot. It's like by the end of this week, by August 8th, Libra, if you haven't yet gotten the ball rolling with what projects you are moving into, it feels like you're going to have people connect with you and uplift you in a way that you really were dreaming of, praying of, calling in. So let's pull our sacred symbol. Meditate. Oh, and it's got mudras. So for those of you guys who don't know, I started a mudra journey. I had a little pause and then I got back into it. And let me tell you, it's the most therapeutic thing I could ever do. I was advised to sit with the mudras for up to 5 minutes. I did that the first day. Yesterday I did 3 minutes. And today I'm very much going to land back into that 5-minute zone. What it does is it allows for your energy from the fingers to the brain to get really centered, to get really stable. For those of us who are experiencing the onslaught of ideas, feelings, perceptions with Mars conjuncting Jupiter and Gemini, don't lie, you know that you're feeling it too. Meditation with mudras is like a godsend. I watched this cool movie called Ninja Assassin, and the guy did some mudras and he was like cut up with a samurai sword, but he actually started to heal his organs by doing that. And it was a movie that I needed to see, and it's like I've been working with Human Garage and doing the organ resets, so it just all clicked for me. So look out for some synchronicities like that, Libra, that will motivate you to change your life, to change your mind, to not need to fight with yourself anymore, and to find ways to claim that peace for yourself, to claim that the vision that you had when you were a child for your future, but to live it every day. Okay, we have a few cards that came out. The Pilgrim, the Mask, and the Mystic. So it feels like you are going to, if you're not already on a sacred pilgrimage, to unveil this mystical side of yourself. If you still have this mask on, some way of hiding yourself from the world, of maybe even playing with the concept of comedy and drama. Maybe you're wanting to write something. Maybe you're wanting to tap into more of that creativity. We do have the South Node and Black Moon Lilith going to conjoin on September 1st. So I would love to look at the astrology for that day. I'm just going to look at the moon just so I can keep it brief. Let's see. My internet wanted to stop working, so I don't know if I could pull that up. But essentially, we're going to move out of this way of hiding ourselves, maybe in public, maybe embracing more of our mystical side in public, and maybe feeling that this pilgrimage that we are wanting to embark upon it's an everyday journey. We did get the Shaman of Discs as well as the Daughter of Cups, so it feels like the progress that we're making in our spiritual evolution is going to be something that we need to constantly revisit and update during this Mercury retrograde. Again, it's 23 days, so we have a lot of time to cultivate a new sense of magic and empowerment to tap into the magic. There we go. Oh, wow. Amazing. So on September 1st, the moon will be a waning crescent in Leo. So it's going to be absolutely giving this sun card it's going to be saying that our worst fears are not our reality, and we are so far from that. We are in a completely different timeline. Because I'm going to spoil my Libras, let's pull from the Healing Waters Oracle Guidebook as a final card, because we got the Ace of Cups and the Daughter of Cups. King Tide, plenty, prosperity, receiving the fullness of life. So you might have a King Tide coming in, Libra, someone who can hold all of your emotions. They support you, they love you, they cherish you, they honor you. And it might feel like the tide is coming to shore and you're feeling replenished, refreshed, restored by this loving embrace that you so deserve, Libra. Thank you all for tuning into your reading. To activate this guidance, type in the comments. I easily follow my heart and intuition. See you all in our next reading. Aloha.